Question 17 is about somebody climbing up Slave Donard. Okay, so I'll just show you really quickly how to work these out. So how high has Aaron climbed at 2 p.m? So what you've got to do is go to 2 p.m, okay, go up, okay, find where the line meets that, okay, go across, and that gives you the distance, okay, 500. And how long did it take Aaron to climb up Slave Donard? So where this is moving is when he's climbing, where it goes straight is where he stopped, and this is where he's going back down. So he started at 11, okay, and he got to the top at 3, so that's 4 hours. Question 19, okay, you've got 2 triangles, so another angles question. With this question, if you don't know your facts, you'll not be able to answer it. Okay, so you need to know about an equilateral triangle, and you need to know about an isosceles triangle. It was your maths learning a few weeks ago, so as I keep saying, you have to do your maths learning, you have to know these facts. Okay, so with your equilateral triangle, the first thing you need to know is that all the angles are the same. Okay, they're all the same size. So 3 angles add up to 180 degrees. So each angle in an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. Okay, so angle X is 60 degrees. Isosceles triangle, 2 angles the same and 1 are different. Okay, so that means these 2 angles are the same size. So all the angles add up to 180. So your first step is to take 180, okay, and take away 28. That's the angle you already know the size of. Okay, that leaves you with 152. So that means this angle plus this angle equals 152. So we want to work out what the size of angle Y is. So we're going to take 152 and we're going to divide it by 2. Okay, that gives you 76. So Y is 76. Okay, so angle X is 60 degrees. Angle Y is 76 degrees. The question's asking you how much bigger is Y than X. Okay, so you can see that the answer is 16 degrees. So question 22. So in Moscow the temperature is freezing. It's minus 14 degrees. Much warmer in Rome, it's 19 degrees higher. Okay, so remember for all of these questions, the easiest thing to do is to draw out a quick thermometer. Okay, so from here to 0 is 14 degrees. Okay, so you need to go up 19 degrees, you need to go up another 5 degrees, and that's going to take you to 5 degrees. Okay, and that's your answer for question 22. Question 23, okay, you've got a bit of a receipt that's ripped off. So you know the total, you know the price of 4 items, but you don't know the price of one of them. So what to do for that question is add together, okay, the total of the 4 that you've already got. Again, it wouldn't be wise to try and add all 4 of them, split it up, okay? So I'm going to start with the coffee, okay, and add on the price of the juice. Okay, that gives me £3.64, and then I'll add on the price of the bread. Okay, and then the price of the beans. Okay, it gives you £5.26. So if the bill was £6.41, okay, and what you've got is £5.26, you're going to take that away, okay, and that'll give you the price of the missing item. So the butter was £1.15. So question 24, you've got a function machine. Okay, so we're going to start with the number 13. So your first step is to add 6. Okay, 13 plus 6 gives you 19. Your next step is to times by 5. Okay, 9 5s are 45. 1 5 is 5 plus 4. Okay, gives you 95. Okay, take away 0.25. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you an informal method. Some of you will be happy to do it in your head and know that what it gives you. If you're not, this will help you. Okay, so 0.25 is the same as a quarter. Okay, so we're going to take, okay, so 10 take away 5 is 5, 9 take away 2 is 7, 4 take away nothing is 4, and that gives you 94.75. If you were confident enough to do that in your head, if you've got 95 and you're taking away a quarter, it's going to leave you with a 94 3/4, which is 94.75. Question 30, we've got some probability. Okay, these come up quite a lot. What I do with these questions is I work out the total number of cubes, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? You're wanting to know what the probability is of choosing a blue cube. So for this one, it's 8 out of 12. Okay, for this one, it's 7 out of 9. And for this one, it's 3 out of 6. Okay, so 3 out of 6 is the same as a half. Okay, that's more than a half and that's more than a half. So it's not going to be bag C. Okay, if you have a wee look at bag A and bag B, okay, it's not just necessarily the one that has the most blue cubes in it, okay, because that has 8 blue cubes in it. So we're thinking about 8 twelfths or 7 ninths. So what you need to think about is if you've got 12 cubes all together and 8 are blue, or you've got 9 cubes all together and 7 are blue, which one are you most likely to pick a blue cube out of? Okay, so the most likely is going to be 7 ninths, okay? So your answer is bag B. For 31, you've got to find 75% of 49. Okay, so you need to know, fact, 75% is 3/4. So what you're working out here is 3/4 of 49. Okay, so step 1 is to divide by the denominator. So we're going to do 49, okay, just adding in our decimal point and our 2 zeros, divided by 4. Okay, so 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay, 9 divided by 4 is 2. Carry over 1. 10 divided by 4 is 2. Carry over your 2. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, so what we've worked out there is 1/4. So to work out 3/4, we need to times that by 3. And that'll give you your answer. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, 2 3s are 6. 1 3 is 3. So that gives you 36.75 for the answer. Question 33, you've got a clock, okay, so it would be really helpful to know is that in each of these little bits between the numbers on the clock, measure 30 degrees, okay, because the full way around the clock is 360 degrees and it's split into 12 little segments. The question wants you to work out is this angle. Alrighty, so full thing's 360, each of these is 30, so that means this little bit is 60 degrees, okay, so this is going to be 300 degrees. 300 plus 60 gives you 360. Okay, question 34. 3/10 in words is the same as 3/10 as a fraction. Okay, if you remember equivalent fractions. So what we do to our denominator, we're timesing it by 10 to make it into hundredths. Do the same thing to our numerator. That means 3/10 is the same as 30 hundredths. Okay, question 35. So 5 ninths is 72. So what you've got to do is divide by your denominator. Okay, to find fractions and numbers. You'll remember we did these way back. Okay, it was quite a long time ago now. So 72 divided by 9 is 8. Multiplied by your numerator, 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, 4 is 2/7 of what number? Okay, so for this one we have to kind of think backwards. So you're thinking about 2/7. Okay, so you're thinking about 1/7 is going to be half of that. So 1/7 is going to be 2. So 1/7 of something is 2. The number's going to be 14. Okay, because 2 times 7 is 14. Question 36, okay, converting your 12-hour clock into your 24-hour clock. So things with 24-hour clock, it always has 4 digits and it never has AM or PM. Okay, so when it's got AM, what you've got to do is add in a 0. Okay, and drop your AM. Okay, when you're a PM number, you need to add 12 onto the hour and drop your PM. Question 45, again, this is another question that you had to learn your facts to be able to answer. Okay, so you need to know what parallel and perpendicular lines are. So perpendicular are lines that meet to form a right angle. Parallel, 2 lines, same distance apart, they never join and they never meet. Okay, so E is perpendicular to F. If you have a look at those 2 lines, E and F, you can see that they join to make a right angle, so that's true. Okay, A is parallel to C. Now A is here and C is here. If C was to keep on going, it's going to meet A, so it's not parallel. Okay, D is perpendicular to B. So here is D and here is B. If B was to cross D, okay, it's not going to cross to make a right angle. So that's false. and B is perpendicular to A. That's true because they make a right angle. So question 46 is converting time again. 12 hour into the 24-hour clock. So we've got a PM time, so we need to add 12 to our hour. Okay, that gives you 23. The minutes aren't changing, and you drop the PM. Okay, so AM time, add on your 0 and take away the AM. Question 47, so we're thinking about coordinates again. Okay, remember we go across the hall and then up the stairs. So plot the points first of all. So 2, 1 across 2, up 1. Okay, 1, 3 across 1, up 3. Okay, 5, 5. Okay, across 5 and up 5. So what you want to do is get the point that's going to make a rectangle. Okay, so I would join those lines together. Okay, and then think where your other point needs to go. So to make your rectangle, you're going to have to make a point here. Okay, and that's 6, 3. So question 49 is the area. Okay, so you've got a square. Each of the sides are 4.5 centimetres long. Squares. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just focusing on the full squares first of all. Here we've got 2 half squares. That would give 17. Another 2 half squares, that would give 18. Going to leave this wee one out at the minute. Okay, 2 half squares to give 19. Another 2 half squares would give 20 full squares, and that's a quarter of a square, which will give you 20.25.